I will call to order the regular meeting of the Lisle Park District Board of Commissioners for Thursday, May 15th, 2025 at 7 p.m. And can I get a roll call?
Yes, Commissioner Tapella,
Here.
Commissioner Nadeau,
Here.
Commissioner Pereira,
Here.
Vice President Alpeter.
Here.
Well, Jason has resigned, so he's no longer on the board.
I just wanted to make
To
sure
be
that we
continued.
acknowledge that at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, sorry, thank you.
Let's all stand for the pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Presentations, we have none. We will now go into the annual meeting. I will call to order the annual, the May 15th, oh, no.
Yeah, just skip down to where
I know,
it's,
we will now conduct the annual meeting. I would like to appoint Commissioner Tapella to act as the temporary chair for the purpose of conducting the election of the president and vice president of Florida Park Commissioners.
I'll entertain a motion to dissolve the present slate of officers of the Board of Park Commissioners.
So moved.
Second,
Any discussion? No. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. I'll now entertain nominations for the office of President of the Board of Park Commissioners.
I nominate Commissioner Alpeter for president.
I second.
Any others? If there's no other nominations, I'll entertain a motion to close the nominations.
so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passed. Nominations are now closed.
so somebody else.
Don't want to move to elect.
Other than temporary, I move to.
I move to elect Commissioner Tapella as,
No,
oh,
no, no.
Peter.
sorry, Commissioner Alpeter as president.
I'll second the motion. Any discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Commissioner Nadeau,
Aye.
Commissioner Tapella,
Aye.
Commissioner Pereira,
Aye.
Vice President Alpeter.
Aye.
Now,
Right.
Right, motion passed. Next, I will entertain nominations for the office of Vice President of the Board of Park Commissioners.
I nominate Commissioner Tapella for the office of vice president.
Second.
Any other nominations? If no other nominations, I'll entertain a motion to close the nominations.
So moved.
Second,
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Nominations are now closed.
I move to elect Commissioner Tapella as vice president.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, Dan, can I get a roll call, please?
yes. President Alpeter,
Aye.
Commissioner Nadeau,
Aye.
sorry, Commissioner Pereira,
Aye.
Commissioner Tapella.
Aye. Motion passed. Now I think it goes over to you.
President, if I make any comments.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I will entertain a motion to appoint Scott Silver to the office of Park Board Treasurer.
So moved.
I'll second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. I will entertain a motion to appoint Dan Garvey to the office of Park Board Secretary.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. I will entertain a motion to appoint Dan Garvey still as the Lisle Park District Representative to CSPAR?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. That is a new record for smoothness for this process. Carrie.
So, all right.
All right. With that,
Roll call is one person shorter now.
yeah, there you go. Exactly. That's what.
It makes a difference.
Visitors are welcome to address the Board of Park Commissioners. You are asked to raise your hand and wait to be recognized by the board president. When recognized, please move to the lectern, speak into the microphone, and state your name and address, and the item you wish to discuss. It is requested that one spokesperson for a group be appointed to present the views of the entire group, rather than have multiple individuals repeat similar opinions. There will be a 5-minute time limit per speaker. I will now open it to any public comment. Hearing none, seeing none, I will close public comment. You guys made me read that for nothing. I will entertain a motion to approve the meeting agenda as submitted for Thursday, May 15th, 2025. Is
So moved.
Second.
there any discussion? Hearing none, can I have all those in favor signify by saying aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items inclusive of the May 2025 voucher list in the amount of $222,917.26. Is
So moved.
Second.
there any discussion? Hearing none. Dan, can I get a roll call vote?
Sure. Commissioner Tapella,
Aye.
Commissioner Nadeau,
Aye.
Commissioner Pereira,
Aye.
President Alpeter.
Aye. Motion passes. Communications were in your packet regarding the Beyond School Grant Award Notice. Very exciting. Thank you. Putting it on there.
It's,
Do you have anything?
no, just Sarah, thank you. Good work.
job.
Two. We have no unfinished business and no new business. Your staff reports are submitted in your packet. Did anybody have any questions other than that were not previously submitted to staff for? Yeah. Dan, do you have anything specific to regarding the indoor recreation space feasibility study? Any further updates besides what's in the packet?
No, just that we have a planned call tomorrow at 12:30. And we can get you an update if there's anything material after that.
Excellent. What about the community parks picnic shelter project? Anything new to add to that since,
No,
except for the
it's
money?
exciting, yes.
The money was
That's
big.
awesome.
Well, that's yes, yes. We hope it comes through sooner than later, but remember, we got one for 30,500 from former one of our former state senators, Susie Gloyak Hilton from 2018.
I
that
was gonna
just came
say
through.
18.
But they think that this one's a little more solid.
Let's hope because that's a bigger
Oh, yes.
bigger
sure is.
apportionment of what we'll be budgeting.
Mhm.
The River Bend Golf Club Restaurant update. I know I forwarded on to you that I had saw that the Patch did some sort of article. It's my understanding they never reached out to us for any kind of response, which would have been nice so that we could have
No,
gotten
Did-
information.
Did they reach out to somebody in the park district and on staff that, at least that you're aware of?
not that we're aware of. I mean, it said that we didn't respond immediately to a questions, but I don't know that anyone got. No.
And they normally communicate with you.
Yeah.
Is there any update regarding hours or anything like that that was not submitted in our?
No, we're working to finalize arrangements with a local restaurant to provide some fresh goods, salad, sandwiches, et cetera, but they should hopefully be getting us some menu choices, options, and some pricing within the next few days.
Got it.
So as soon as we get that kind of nailed down, we'll certainly let all of you know, and then we'll begin promoting, marketing the plans and when we can open.
Is there an update as to our new sign that it will be the River Bend Golf Club, when that will be in and on the?
Yeah, so Doyle Signs is, they are working on it, but they were waiting on approval for a sign permit from the village. that was
Okay.
submitted a little over a week ago, and we're awaiting that approval.
And so so the old sign will stay up there until then?
Yeah. Doyle Signs knows that it's important for us to get it going. So as soon as they get the green light from the village, then they will go into production. So hopefully it'll only be a matter of a week or so, but
Is there anything we can do temporarily? I mean, that doesn't look cheesy and horrible to cover it up. My concern is that, because like the online presence is still there with their own website, which I know we don't have any oversight of, right?
Harry could
But-
still order food.
Yeah, you can still, as of today, you can still order food and make a payment online too. And the
Great.
concern is just, and I know, again, we don't have any oversight of that, so we
Okay.
can't, but having the sign there too, I think it just causes even further confusion.
yeah. We looked into it, and I don't know we can explore it again, but I think the thought was you can take the panel off and put something dark behind it so that the,
Mm. Or like
Well,
flip
but
it,
you
like they
still-
do some.
yeah, but you'd still see it. You'd still see the image
Mhm.
to some degree.
And Aaron said that it was very dangerous to have a tarp over it if it blew off and then you'd be
good
blowing
point.
down 53.
Well, or it could damage the sign,
Yeah.
the cabinet itself. But I agree with you. And that's why I told our contact at the sign company, said, we're getting tired of having to look at that. We'd like to
Yeah.
Get it down.
get it down. But yeah, we'll put our heads together and see if we can do something different.
Can I like graffiti art it and just, you know?
Possibly.
There you go. And did we have luck, at least, with hitting Yelp and Google to show it as a permanently closed look?
We've tried, but that the owner's technically supposed to do that.
Even though we own the building?
Owner of the business.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
It does show on Google as permanently closed now.
Yeah, Tiffany has communicated to Google and some of the others, and they just, from what we understand anyway, they're unresponsive.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we did what we could.
Yes, I believe we have.
Like, I share the same concerns as Terry that like,
It's just a bad image.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sure is.
that is that. All right, if there's no other discussion regarding the Riverbend Golf Club or any questions for Dan or staff, we'll move on. C-SPAR report submitted in the packet. Officer reports. I attended the legislative session with Dan down in Springfield. It was 2 great days getting to meet our legislators and really learning about some new laws that were going into effect that our IAPD is working to back for us to benefit the park districts. So I will leave the book in Dan's office if anybody is interested in seeing what new legislation that they are proposing backing going on. There's some pretty interesting ones. Dan and I, we spent a good portion of our time driving home from conference discussing the plastic fork ordinance now from the state of Vermont. They can no longer be wrapped in plastic, but some of them are more interesting than that. As far as that. That is it. Treasure report.
Currently, all of our money is either FDIC insured or fully collateralized, so all of our money is protected. The golf course, I'm happy to say, is about $15,000 ahead of last year at this time. So that's outstanding. The expenses are right in line with last year, so we've actually have done better with the revenue side of the golf course, which is nice. And as you can see, the enterprise fund is operating a little better than 2024. But at that time, remember, we didn't have any rent payments in 2024 at all for the first 4 months but we actually got one, I think, in April. But anyway, we're still doing well. The golf course is humming along really well. Everything else is pretty much status quo, nothing really to talk about or change. But as long as our money is FDIC insured and fully collateralized, we're protected. So, and the audit should be done, and you'll get that on next board meeting.
Thank you. Any other commissioner reports?
No report, just welcome to the new commissioners. We're
Well,
excited to
yeah,
have you on
welcome
board.
to the 2 new commissioners.
Thank you.
All right, we will now go into closed session. Can I get a motion to move into closed session?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second,
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We'll now adjourn into closed session.
Yeah. You.
We are now back in open session.
I'm going to take roll call again.
Yep.
That's okay. Commissioner Tapella,
Here, present.
Commissioner Nadeau,
Here.
Commissioner Pereira,
Here.
President Alpeter.
Present. All right, we have, for the record, we are posting, we have a vacant seat. Yesterday, Jason Dombrowski tendered his resignation as he's moved out of state. And will no longer be on the board. So we have a open position. I would entertain a motion to appoint a new commissioner.
I'd like to move to appoint Tim Wessel to fill the vacant commissioner position due to the resignation of former Commissioner Jason Dombrowski.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none. Dan, can I get a roll call vote?
Sure. Commissioner Tapella,
Aye.
Commissioner Nadeau,
Aye.
Commissioner Pereira,
Aye.
President Alpeter.
Aye, motion passes. Unfortunately, he is downstate, but I will contact him tomorrow to let him know that we have appointed him back.
He's going to need to bring back his nameplate.
Did he take it?
Tell him that too.
I will. I'll tell him that. No problem. The next is, thank you. So in closed session, we had discussion, and would like to, the board has reached a consensus to direct staff to work with legal counsel to file a claim that the Aguirre Family Hospitality LLC is in breach of its license agreement, and the Park District is seeking a judgment for outstanding fees owed. Was that the consensus of the board?
It was.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Staff, you're directed then to engage counsel and go with their, as staff just, or as we discussed, to go with their recommendations and to pursue that complaint and then
Perfect.
ultimately judgment.
Okay. I'll keep you posted each step of the way.
Thank you. All right. I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion is, meeting is adjourned.
At 7:32.
Wow.
Thank you.